Good morning, students. Today we will continue with the chapter number 5, the endocrine system. Today we are going to study about the different glands in detail. In human beings, a large number of endocrine glands secrete hormones directly into the blood and exhibit chemical coordination. The main endocrine glands of human body are pituitary gland, pancreas, thyroid, adrenal. The testes secrete the male sex hormone, while the ovary secretes the female sex hormones. The thyroid gland is the largest endocrine gland present in the human body. It is a bilobed structure located in the neck just below the larynx, in front of the trachea or windpipe. It secretes an iodine-containing hormone called thyroxine. The thyroxine hormone regulates the metabolic functions including cellular respiration, growth, and so on. The undersecretion and oversecretion of thyroxine causes harmful effects on the human body. Thyroxine plays a key role in the growth of bones and development of the brain and nervous system. The production and release of thyroxine is controlled by thyroid stimulating hormone, also called TSH, secreted by the pituitary gland of hypothalamus. The undersecretion of thyroxine is called hypothyroidism. A person with hypothyroidism suffers with decreased metabolic rate, low blood pressure, slow heartbeats, and they gain weight. Goiter. Thyroxine is an iodine-containing hormone which is necessary for the normal growth and development of the body. Deficiency of iodine leads to a condition called goiter. It is an enlargement of thyroid gland which shows as a swelling in the neck. To avoid this disease, one should always eat iodized salt. Goiter is most common in the hilly areas where iodine is lacking in the soil or drinking water. This disease can be prevented by supplementing iodine in the diet by using the iodized salt. Other diseases related to hypothyroidism are cretinism. In young children, undersecretion of thyroxine hormone can cause abnormal development of body and brain, which results in dwarfism and mental retardation of a child. Myxedema in adult human beings. Undersecretion of thyroxine causes swelling on the face and hand and slows down the metabolic rate, which makes them sluggish. The oversecretion of thyroxine is called hyperthyroidism. It may also cause a kind of goiter called exophthalmic goiter. Exo means outward and ophthalmos means eyes, the protruding eyes. The person suffering from hyperthyroidism suffers with increased metabolic rate, high blood pressure, loss of weight, rapid heartbeat, and protruding eyes. On the top of each kidney, there is a cap-like small adrenal gland which secretes the stress hormone called adrenaline. It is also called an emergency hormone as it prepares the body to deal with an emergency situation. The outer part of the adrenal gland is called the adrenal cortex, and the inner part is called the adrenal medulla. The adrenal medulla secretes hormone adrenaline or emergency hormone. This hormone is secreted in the stressful or emergency situations. When the person is under stress or is involved in intense exercise, the brain sends messages along a nerve to the adrenal glands. This makes it secrete the adrenaline in the blood, which helps to cope up with the emergency situations of the body of that person. The adrenal cortex secretes several hormones such as aldosterone and cortisol. Aldosterone controls the salt level in blood by causing the kidneys to absorb sodium and chloride ions. Cortisol controls carbohydrate, fat, and protein metabolism to change into glucose. This helps to keep the proper level of sugar in the blood. Hyposecretion of adrenal glands causes Addison's disease. Its symptoms are weight loss, weakness, fatigue, and low blood pressure. Hypersecretion of adrenal glands causes Cushing's syndrome. Its symptoms include obesity, increased fat around the neck, and thinning of the arms and legs. The pituitary gland is a pea-sized gland attached to the base of the brain. It is the most important gland of the body. It controls the secretion of other glands and is often called the master gland of the endocrine system. It secretes the growth hormone, which controls the growth of the body. In some children, the pituitary gland releases too much or too little growth hormone. The undersecretion of growth hormone causes dwarfism, in which a person becomes dwarf or short in height, and oversecretion causes gigantism, which makes the person very tall. Along with the growth hormone, the pituitary gland secretes the thyroid stimulating hormone that controls the function of the thyroid gland, and antidiuretic hormone that controls the function of kidney. Pancreas is a long, flat gland located behind the stomach. Although pancreas secretes pancreatic juice that helps in the digestion, yet it has a cluster of cells called islets of Langerhans, which secrete two hormones, insulin and glucagon, directly into the bloodstream. Insulin helps to lower the sugar level in the blood, whereas glucagon raises the blood sugar level. The interaction of both the hormones maintains the proper sugar level in blood. Insulin converts the excess glucose into insoluble glycogen for future needs in the liver cells and thus helps in controlling the blood sugar level. Glucagon converts glycogen back into glucose when the body needs energy, thus helping in raising the blood sugar level. Insulin is secreted by islet of Langerhans, which controls the amount of sugar in the blood. After having a carbohydrate-rich diet, the concentration of blood sugar increases in the blood. At this time, insulin stimulates the liver cells to take up extra glucose from the blood and store it as glycogen. In some people, enough insulin is not released, as a result of which extra glucose gets accumulated in their blood and is also excreted along with urine. This condition is called diabetes mellitus. In diabetic patients, high blood sugar level makes them thirsty, tired, and weak. Diabetes can be cured by administering certain amount of insulin through injections every day or by regular medication. Overdose of insulin may cause low blood sugar level. This condition is called insulin shock. What happens when the pancreas stops working? Increased production of insulin can sometimes help the cells to allow the glucose to enter, but eventually the pancreas wears out and cannot match the body's demand for insulin. When the pancreas fails to produce any insulin, blood glucose level rises above normal and glucose leaves the bloodstream and starts to build up in tissues such as the kidneys, eyes, heart, and around the nerve endings. This leads to the fatal consequences. To summarize all the glands with their function, location, etc., we can study them in a tabular form. The thyroid gland, the secretion thyroxine, The function, it regulates the metabolic rate of the body. Location, it is located in throat region. And the disease, goiter, cretinism and myxedema in the hyposecretion, and abnormal growth of the body in hypersecretion. The adrenal gland. The secretions are adrenaline. Function, energizes the body in stressful situations. The location is located one above each kidney. The disease caused excessive nervousness, sweating, hypertension. Aldosterone controls the salt level in the blood, and cortisol helps in maintaining proper sugar level in blood. The next gland, pancreas. The secretions, insulin and glucagon. Insulin lowers the blood sugar level. Glucagon increases the blood sugar level. The location, it is located behind the stomach. And the disease, diabetes mellitus in case of hyposecretion. The pituitary gland, it secretes three hormones: thyroid stimulating hormone TSH, follicle stimulating hormone FSH, and growth hormone GH. The TSH stimulates thyroxine production, FSH stimulates production of sperms in males, and GH controls the growth of the body. The location, it is located at the base of brain. Under-secretion of growth hormone causes dwarfism, and over-secretion of growth hormone causes gigantism. Thank you.